All right, we are out here at the garden. I'm trying these noise canceling headphones out to see if they eliminate some of the freeway noise. Freeway and State Street are just right over there. But just wanted to show you kind of the progress. We put it in, I think it's been a week now, maybe 5 days, but we've already got plants coming up and the weeds are coming right back up with them. I got a big old bucket of those. I also wanted to show you guys the rose bushes. I need to come out here and do something with this. I think I might pull the tractor out across here and then maybe do like some sort of curbing or something. I don't know about these. These are not nice weeds that have all these fun little purple flowers on them down here. But need to do something in front of the garden because all this just blows in over there and then I'm weeding it. This rose bush is looking amazing, doing really well. This one here is looking better. We fertilized it, getting it lots of water. Hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks it gets some bigger, better leaves and figures its life out. We trimmed a lot of the dead stuff off. Looks like we still need a little more to go. Might come back in and trim some of these short so it's not putting energy towards trying to, oh, that's not even attached. Trying to, feed these dead limbs. If you guys have any good tips on roses, should I cut it back way back? Like all the way down to short nubbins? Do you think that would help it out? Or do I leave these healthy branches going? Let me know. But these are doing great. Looking amazing. And the blackberries on the other side of them are also starting to really turn on and get blossoms. I need to go in there and get the grass out of from around them and give them kind of like some, I don't know, we'll call it defensible area where the grass isn't stealing all the nutrients. But these are just going. This bush here is going to be huge. I mean, I can probably start wrapping that one around. But real excited about these two. I think that one over there that's dying is this same one because I think we did white, pink, pink, white on here. And something in the soil over there. I think it might have been weed sprayed a lot back in the day, so I need to really work on those and get those going. Let's walk back in here and actually look at the garden though for a sec. I know it's only been a week. It's not super exciting yet. Tied most of the grapes up. It already shot another vine out here while I was gone in Alabama for, I feel like that was tied up and not out there because I tried to get everything up off the ground like this one here, but they're going. They're going to fill this. I'm going to have to put more trellis in here next year so that the grapes can just keep going that way. I think I'll probably only do the 2 vines in the garden. I don't want to do grapes all the way down because we've got a ton of tiny little flowers popping up along with the weeds. I haven't weeded this bed yet, but that's a new little flower there. And then there's like a row of them somewhere. I can't see it. Mostly all I see is grass that I got to get in there, but I'm waiting for the flowers to come up so I can see where Jamie put her rows, and I'll have nice little row of flowers, and then I can go in with the hula hoe and get this grass back out. Because right now you pull it and it just pinches the top off and leaves the root, and that's not going to do me any good, so I'm not going to waste my time. Once I see where the flowers are and I'm not pulling flowers up with the weeds, I'll come back in and get the weeds. So probably another week and we'll weed this down real good. We had a bunch of grass coming up in here again. Just came through. It's a constant battle for this first part of summer. The tomatoes that we transplanted are doing great. We got a volunteer, looks like a green bean in here. I don't know, I might just leave it. We planted green beans along the fence with the sunflowers several years in a row now. So over here we got a bunch of them competing with the grass here on the edge. They're just popping up all over the place. You can see them there. So my grapevines, I got some good advice from you guys. So far I've just got them in water. A lot of you said to take most of the leaves off, so look, that's already growing a leaf. But I took a lot of the leaves off where it's down in the water, and they are starting to get almost like a little fuzzy slimy down there, which I think is a good sign. It's not mildewy yet, but the leaves aren't dying. These have been in water for about 6-7 days now, and some of the leaves have died, like this one crumpled all up. but some of these are doing just fine. So I figured they're getting water, so we will just leave them, see if they root. I haven't put any rooting powder in. Some of you suggested that, so I might just bring that over and do that. The strawberries are doing amazing. Let's see if we can get in here and show you all the strawberries. They're everywhere. Look at all of them. This whole patch, I'm gonna get enough to do a few quarts of jam. We'll probably do them in pints, but we're super excited about this. This was like, I think we planted maybe 10 strawberry plants when this got started a few years ago, and now it's just going. I don't have any sunflowers. This is where those teddy bear sunflowers are. Those haven't popped up yet. And no tomatoes other than some random volunteer ones. It looks like Jamie planted something in a row here. I don't know what it is. It looks like something small. Maybe it's spinach. Not sure, but you can see it all just running down that little row right there. Let's see, maybe she still has the packet over here. Oh, romaine lettuce. Those Bentley seeds are good. The Bentley seeds are typically the first ones to pop up. They're all non-GMO seeds, and they do amazing. Look how pretty this sage is too. We got 2 big sages on the end, and I trimmed this all back, and it's like, thank you, and went and blossomed out while we were gone. The herbs haven't come up in here yet. The other ones Jamie planted, so I'm gonna wait to pull, and then once they come up and I can see where the plants are, we'll get it. This is still looking pretty good. Got a few weeds popping up, but you know, the nice thing about this gravel is I just go in, cut the roots underneath the gravel, and it zips them right out. I need to do a better job trimming this tree. I feel like I need to support it too. It's leaning. It's got a pretty good lean. I don't want it to lean backwards, but this fall I'm gonna come and we'll trim off a lot of these short so that it keeps growing out like this. I might even train this one, because you're supposed to train them to grow. I might need to support them and do like a little trellis situation for that to grow across, or just let it be a tree. It could just bloom out and be a tree. We'll see what I decide and what I have time for. Oh, it looks like the chamomile made it. Look at those. That is fun. And the arugula, it's still seeding out, but we'll see if it seeds again. If not, I'm probably gonna chop that all out and start over again. Boy, the hollyhock and the sunflowers over here are really just going. They're gonna be really pretty. We also got some cosmos mixed in. Look at that hollyhock, look how big it's getting. I still need to weed in the pavers over there. And these are Jamie's David Austin rose bushes that we are hoping to grow up the wall here. I need to get a trellis on them so that we can start training them up. But when we got these last year, we got them last summer, they were just little tiny sticks, almost no leaves or anything on them. And they are doing well. They're about to bloom out here, so I'll have to show you guys that in the next few days, because I think these roses are like patented or protected or something. You can't propagate them. Because inquiring minds want to know, the cottage, this is where we're at. Appliances and sinks and stuff kind of over here. I did clean it out and pick it up pretty good last fall. You know, this is gonna go out. That's the electrical panel. We'll have to leave a box there, but I'm not sure 100% on where we're at with this. I gotta do some ceiling work. I think we might leave this lath and plaster in the kitchen just because it's kind of fun. So I'll have to do some repair and do some plaster on that. I do have a lot of lath from pulling it out over at the shop in that ceiling. I still need to cut this with a cement cutter or masonry cutter, however you please, but the ceiling doesn't look done because it's not. This is how far I got, and then other projects got more important. We do have the flooring. So once I get the ceiling done and all the utilities back up there, I gotta rerun this gas line that's keeping the heater going while we're waiting to get back to it. It's obviously not running now, but kept this place at 40 degrees all winter. Then we have cement flooring over here and wood flooring over here. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. Plumbing to deal with. This is where the old sink was. Electrical, it's all just chopped out and turned off. And then vent for the stove, need to relocate that. So we have a lot to do, but it's such a small space. I mean, I'm gonna stand at the end of the wall here and you guys can see it. Let's 0.5 it so you can see the whole thing at once. I'm basically standing up against the back wall. We have 4 windows in here and 2 doors. We're gonna leave the bathroom where it's at. That's inside there. And then put a little kitchen here, sink, counter, maybe a fridge, like a small fridge underneath here, shelves. And then I wanna kind of leave this wall open. We're undecided. We might do some sort of shelving or little cabinetry. And then this will just be like a little shotgun through here. You can see where the cabinets were before. They had cabinets here and cabinets there. It was actually a pretty well-appointed little kitchen. Harrington lived here for a whole year after we got it ready for him. And then after he moved out, I gutted it because we wanted to make it not be a bachelor pad and make it a cute little cottage. But so you could see where we're at. Lots of work needs done. Nothing that would take a lot of time if I had a week or 2 to dedicate to it, but as things go, I don't have that kind of time to dedicate to it right now. So we will have to just keep plugging away on other projects and hopefully get back to this. And I probably need to reinforce these from up above. Tie all those rafters and everything in because this is sagging pretty badly. You can see I've got a support up there. There was a lot of weight on it with the last lath and plaster, and then we put the HVAC up there too, and I don't know that those can really handle that. So I need to run probably like an I-beam or something through here and support those rafter ties so that we can reroute all of these ducts again and get it all put back together. This is the view of the cottage. I need to find somewhere to park that tractor. It doesn't look very good, that little lawn tractor there. But this is the view of the cottage with the walnut tree, back of the shop and the garden. Our neighbors were so kind. They came and mowed and weed whacked this for us while we were in Alabama. It's looking pretty good on the grass. Really appreciate them doing that. But new roof. It looks good from the outside. I painted the outside. We just got to do all of the trim and the doors. Figure that out. And the outside is mostly done. We are at the post office. What are we doing this morning, Jack?
We're picking up baby chicks.
What kind of baby chicks?
Bantams.
Mom's fancy bantam silky chicks. All right, we got them. They're in their box. Looks like they're all okay from what we can see.
Mission accomplished. You're so soft.
All right, we'll get them home. We got to go get them set up because you want to keep them from our other birds for about 30 days.
Until they're big enough.
Yep. So I can't find my waterer, but we got the feed. All right, oh, look how cute they are.
Oh,
that one's super sad, all there by himself. So I think we got 18. So count them as we put them in. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at them with their little fuzzy feet.
8.
Okay.
9.
10.
11.
12.
13.
14.
15.
16.
17, 18.
18 birds. All right, we ordered 15. The goal is to see if we can, they usually send you a couple extra birds just in case. Yeah, put this clean matting in there. Here, put it all the way on the other end over there, Jack.
here?
Nope, this other end, because we're gonna put their food and water. We gotta go get them some crumble real quick. Here, just kind of help them out. Just scooch them down. There we go. All right, we'll put their water right here. We'll go get a waterer. I can't find my waterer. And we'll go get them some feed real fast. All right, we got some food and some water in there. They'll find it here in a minute. Sometimes you gotta grab them and poke their little beaks down in so that they know where the water's at. Just poke their little beak in. But they are loving the feed. Jack spread some over here. Once a couple of them know where the water is though, they go find it pretty good. All right, we'll let them be for a little bit. Fun little side project. I'm in the back. I got my tractor out. And this is the back side of the shop. We got the chicken coop here, back side of the cottage, walnut tree gardens on the other side over there. And you can see I got a lot of work to do. Looks like I got to fix that gutter. It's hanging off over there. That's not good. But we're gonna plant back here. I need to put it where I'm not gonna be running stuff over with the trailer because I do park the trailer. This is my neighbor's yard and they don't do anything with this back here. So they let me keep Buttercup back here when we had the cow. I'm gonna see if I can knock this tree over with the blade, see how much juice the tractor has. It's a decent sized tree. I might have to get the chainsaw out and cut it out. And then I'm gonna try to scrape off all these foxtails, and Jamie wants to plant pumpkins and do a bunch of sunflowers back here. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Look, we still got cow pies back here. It is hot. I've got the AC cranking. One of the reasons why I got this specific tractor was for that very thing. AC and heat. Hopefully it's not blowing too bad in the mic here. And let's see how much she can roll. Let's see if she can do this dirt. Got her in low gear and 4-wheel drive. Let's try that on RPMs. All right, got it level. That little stick right there, indicator, not level, level. This might be a better tool for the job than that big blade that's made for mostly pushing dirt up into a pile. So got my scarifiers or rippers, if you will, all the way down. And it should go through this dirt pretty easy. It's soft, not a lot of rocks, and it's very dry. So we're probably gonna make a lot of dust, but probably the best tool I have for softening up the dirt here. Ooh. Need to drop one more down. I missed that one in the middle. But gonna start essentially plowing this and flattening it back out. All right, now I've made a big mess of it. There's a lot of grass that's just kind of clumping up and sticking in the tines and the scarifiers on there. And it's just kind of scraping the top. It's not letting them dig down. So now I need to convince Jamie that I need a rake attachment for this. I think a rake would be really good, don't you guys? But it's all pretty much churned up. I got some high spots. I can drag that with the box blade a little better. I was just kind of trying to go over it a few passes. I didn't really dig down like I was hoping it would. Thought I'd try it out with those tines, but didn't really dig that much. It mostly just pulls a ton of dirt on the top, fills that box blade up, fills the dirt up here all the way to the tires because I'm dragging so much grass and things. And then the tires are just churning it over the top and they're just rolling it back in. So need to figure something out. I might just have to come out here and do some hand raking. We sure did plant a bunch of foxtails though. They're all turned over and planted back in. But I'll smooth this out over the next little bit. And then I think Jamie wants to plant sunflowers and pumpkins all along right here. So I might just get my little rototiller because I don't have a big rototiller for the tractor. Good ones for those are like $3,500, and I just don't have that much call for it because we have raised beds in the garden. It just wouldn't be worth it unless I was gonna rototill this whole thing up every year. And as it is, if I got to get the trailer back here and hide it. So we'll see what happens. I'll show Jamie once I got it all turned up and see what she wants to do, how much she wants to plant and how much she doesn't. Because we're probably just going to put a big tall field waterer in the corner somewhere, and whatever that reaches, that's what we'll plant. These horses sure are great. These are my neighbor's horses. He's a professional roper and trains horses, and these are some pretty awesome horses. They didn't even care about that tractor back here. They're a little bit skittish. Usually they'll let me come up and pet them. Let's see if this guy will let me pet him. He's the friendliest. You gonna be nice today? Huh? You gonna smell my hand? Yeah, don't bite me. Shh, there we go. This is a good boy. That's a good boy, huh? Oh, there we are. Oh, it's a pretty horse. I picked up a new little implement, this 6-foot rake. My dad had one of these in Alabama and I loved it. It just picked up everything just how I wanted it. It almost leveled the ground out like a box blade and leaves a lot of the dirt and gravel, but you pick up all the debris and the little sticks and leaves and even a lot of the grass that you don't want, which is awesome. I think it's gonna make it nice to plant in too. So down here on my tractor, I've got this stop that I can adjust it. And I'll push this down and that'll lower it just to touching right there where I want it. So it's not pulling a lot of the topsoil off. And then I don't have to think about it. I just put it to that stop, and then when I'm ready to turn around and start the other direction, I raise it back up. I don't have proper irrigation over there in the field, so this is my solution. I got a field waterer. It says it'll do 7,850 square feet. I don't even know if I want to plant that much back there. And then I also got a timer. This takes 2 AA batteries and hooks right to your hose. And then you can just set your schedule and you don't have to mess around with coming out in here and watering every day, because the rest of my yard and garden is all on automatic watering. I didn't want to have to be fussing with this and remembering to come water the pumpkins and the sunflowers. It's planting time.
I got my boots on.
Boots are on. It's hot. It's like 90 and super dry. You could see the dust coming up when I was plowing this.
It's hotter than Satan's armpit. So.
All right, what are we planting?
Oh, look, there's a marble.
A marble?
Yeah, glass marble right there.
It's probably an old one.
Yeah, look at that. Put that in my pocket. All right, we're planting sunflowers.
I would do like probably 2 or 3 rows of sunflowers here.
I got some pumpkins, but not very many. I don't know where my other seeds are, so I don't even know if these are going to come up.
Well,
and there's your poppy seeds.
Oh, some poppy seeds.
I don't think I actually need these. But you can buy these at JamieRayVintage.com. That's where all these started.
All those came from the Bentley seeds.
One package of seeds turns into more than you know what to do with.
Thousands of seeds.
Oh gosh, you got them all wet.
They're pre-germinated.
Something. Are you sure there's seeds in?
Yeah, there's a lot of flack in there, but there's a ton of seeds too.
All right. Well.
Those are going to be thick.
That's fine.
We'll just water them a lot.
It's very efficient.
There's no set like 18 inches in between on those.
Oh gosh, no. I don't have time for that.
And now we do the very official kick the dirt over the top. You know, we've never not had stuff grow doing it this way, and I'm sure we could probably grow a more efficient crop if we were spacing everything. We'd have a lot more seeds, but we're not out here growing like 400 acres of sunflowers. This is mostly for fun. The chickens will probably get some of these at the end of the season. Jamie wants to do...
I might sell them and like cut them and sell them at the shop if they grow well. Or we'll do like a free sunflower day. I don't know.
Free sunflower day, cut sunflowers, you know.
Or we'll take pictures.
All right, out here we've got mounds for pumpkins. We've got some giant ones, several of them going.
I don't know if they're gonna grow. We just took them out of an actual pumpkin.
Yeah, they should. I don't think they were hybrid, were they?
No. But I don't know what kind these are. We just grabbed them last year. We're in our cherry orchard, otherwise known as the front yard.
The birds have really come through here. All these ones that are even kind of starting to turn red, and there's some that were a little more red and they're gone. They're just all the way gone.
So hopefully we'll get to eat some of our cherries this year. Let me show you what the birds did. See, you can see the birds have come through. So these are more like rainy. It's supposed to be 5 different kinds of cherries.
It has them down there, you can see.
Are they different? They all look the same. But I think these are like Rainier cherries is what they taste like to me.
So, Lapin's cherry. That one just says combo on it. That's a Bing cherry. So I think, oh, they broke one of my branches.
Who did?
The birds.
Both stinkers.
Big old fat bird came.
Zeb's gonna pull them all and then we'll eat them when they ripen. This is our other cherry tree, and while it is beautiful, for 3 years in a row, no cherries. We thought we'd get some this year because it blossomed out and it had some, and then they just went away. I don't know.
It's growing good. It's already put on about 15 inches of new growth this spring.
That's it. Maybe next year. This is a Japanese cherry tree. We don't know anything about Japanese cherry trees, so maybe it takes a few years.
Well, our neighbors have some down the way, and we were hoping that it would pollinate with them, but it didn't. So we got this one to hopefully
We got it a
help
friend, and it
and
did
this one
pollinate.
pollinated itself.
We'll see. I'm proud to report that all of my plants are still alive on my porch. I am going to...
I'm probably most happy with these.
Yeah, well, and the ferns. I've never grown ferns before. But these ones, these are dahlias, but they're kind of crowded. So I'm going to take that dahlia, split it, and this dahlia is going to go in that bigger pot, I think, over there. Because these dahlias, Zeb's truck's here.
Off my truck and all
We got new pool loungers. I'll show you when we actually clean the pool cushions. But these dahlias are doing really good. I need to deadhead some of them, but they're doing good. We just pulled out the watermelon that wasn't tasty. We're going to feed that to the chickens. Sorry, we got Madden going on in there. And for dinner, we're having biscuits and gravy. I gotta stir this. We were out of milk, so I put extra butter in the gravy.
Where do you keep this?
So hopefully it's good. Huh?
Where do you keep
That just goes under the counter. I do have a recipe for this on an old cooking blog, so I'll try to link that. Chicken and see how the biscuits, oh, they're doing pretty good. I'm gonna move those down a little. Move those down.
So
This is the funky last biscuit.
there's always one in every batch.
Well, the last one is always weird, but that's all right. These are good biscuits.
So we almost got, if the birds hadn't eaten them, we probably would have got a quart of cherries. And that's the first year, because we planted it last fall, that
These are a
tree,
little light on the bottom, but they're cooked.
this is the first year that tree has produced anything.
The trick to flaky layers, it's not in my recipe, but I do a 1/2 cup of grated butter in addition to what the recipe calls for in shortening. And then you get flaky layers. See, look at that. It's like splitting on its own. Special
And then
crumbly
Franken biscuit.
Zeb always eats the Franken biscuit.
It's fine, it tastes the same when you put gravy on it.
We're gonna end this vlog with Zeb eating the biscuits and gravy and giving an honest review.
An honest review of, these are the first biscuits in the new oven.
Is that good? Is that good?
Yes, it is, very good. And you nailed the gravy, you were worried it was too salty, it's not.
It's because I added extra butter because we ran out of milk.
Nice.
Everything's better with butter. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next episode. They were in bed, and these girls can't get out of here fast enough. Look, here they go. Oh, there's another one. Treats. I don't know why they're going over there. They're all right here.
They took some over there so no one would
Oh,
come chase them.
gotcha. There's enough for everybody, guys.
And then you have my favorite little gray Americana that's just like in the middle with everything. She's always like, she'd come eat out of my hand.
She's pretty sweet. I think even when we just keep the bantams, we'll keep her.